Now, this is an accessory I could get used to. Any ideas on how to get us out of here?
What do you think I'm doing with this here McCracken?
Same thing I do over the sink with a fresh copy of Bits and Pieces Monthly.
Oh, don't you worry, boss. This'll be fixed in a jiffy.
How long is a jiffy exactly?
Same amount of time it takes to find a spark plug, some nuts, and a spanner.
So, any time between 10 minutes from now and never in a month for monkeys.
Oh, monkeys!
Do you really think this is gonna work?
Does a scythe cradle have self-sharpening blades?
Beat it, chump. Can we talk about this harvester?
Right, from what I can see here, we're in need of 3 things.
Oh, let me guess. Case of beer, rare steak and a hooker. Not fussy about the hooker so long as there's lots of beer first.
We need a spark plug.
Nay, probably stolen by local icks to build a potato gun.
We need a 7/8 spanner.
Hey, probably, okay, a spanner. There's no real joke there.
And we've got to find some nuts.
Well, you can't have mine.
Oh, it sounds odd, but it's like someone scoured this entire engine and stripped it of all the nuts.
And to this very day, the nut collector still roams these parts. Oh.
Stop it!
Spark plug, a spanner, and nuts. This plan can't fail.
That's the spirit.
Lambert, shake a leg.
Don't let go.
Don't tempt me.
Curious? No hay, no feed, no manure. It appears this barn is not a barn at all. What does it all mean?
Huh. Being a barn, I kind of expected there to be a lot more, well, poo and stuff. Not that I'm complaining. Nice change from what I'm used to.
Oh, good old dependable Hector.
I wonder what would happen if I took this pin and put it over here. And it all falls apart like a house of cards. Hey, it's a little baby badger. Hey there, little guy. Huh? It happens to be a spanner. Well, I'll be a monkey's Uncle Bob. A 7/8 spanner just like the one Lambert needs. Sometimes I can't believe my luck. Guess I'll just be on my way then. Always had a soft spot for badgers. Wait a sec. He's got some sinister device strapped to him.
That door sealed itself when Hector went in. I'm going to try one of these buttons. Come on, Lambert. You can do this. As Hector always says, if there's any job not worth doing, get Lambert to do it. That's because he knows I'm reliable, you see. Okay, here goes.
Lambert!
Oh!
Greetings! The lab is now sealed.
It's Barnsley. Another trap.
Testing will commence in 10 seconds.
Where is that emaciated tash twangler?
I don't think he's here. I think it's all pre-programmed.
Doesn't make me feel any better. So was that cassette tape.
Test subject armed.
Something on this badger just beat.
That's good news.
How is that good?
Because that means it's very likely you're not test subject.
Oh, brilliant.
Test commencing.
Sweet Enola Gay, he's detonated! Lambert, what the hell did you just do?
Don't pin this on me. Ingestion complete. Blood all taking effect.
What the hell is his arsenal! Wait, it's clearing. My unholy word, bloody Badger's gone rogue! Lambert, I'm not too proud to tell you I'm not enjoying this. Lambert, any time is a good time.
I'm working on it.
We'll work faster.
Or you want it done fast or done right, because they say you can never have both. Or is it cheap, quick, something like that?
Get on with it.
Yes, boss.
I'm going to try another button. Oh, there's one here that says open. It didn't work.
Yes, it did.
Technically, the open button did exactly what it said. The cage, you numpty! You opened the cage!
So I did. 2 ticks.
Reminds me vaguely of that time we put amphetamines in Jarvis's non-dairy creamer. Jump! How about a slice of wet, tasty brown toast? Lambert, no one, repeat, no one at the station is to ever hear of this. We're clear? Lambert! Oh, idiot's probably off thinking about that harvester again.
Third time's the charm? Or is it bad things come in threes?
I'm gibbering and start doing something. Anything.
Okie dokie.
Outside, door controls. Test complete.
Nice work, Lambert. I've started to think of you as the son I never had. A horribly disfigured, unplanned and not particularly loved child. The sort of son you have no qualms about bringing behind the woodshed with a switch. But a child, all the same.
I will take what little sentiment I can from that and place it way down deep for later.
Now, can I just ask what the hell just happened?
Perhaps we should do a quick recap in case this is important later.
Right. First you locked me in.
It locked itself.
Then you played the glockenspiel,
It was the computer.
which pissed off the badger, causing it to explode with rage.
I think that sound made the device on the badger explode.
The badger was then replaced with a bastard badger from hell.
And whatever was in that black thing turned the badger into a
Bastard badger from hell?
well, for lack of a more technical description, yes.
Right.
Right.
So what in the name of Jesus Jessup horse trotters in a vat of urethane does any of this even mean?
I haven't a clue.
You really need that printed on a t-shirt.
I have. Last Christmas you got me that, remember?
I didn't get you anything last Christmas.
Oh, but I thought...
Ah, must have been your wife. She buys you things and puts my name on them so you don't feel like a reject. Here's your bloody spanner.
Thanks, boss.
I wonder if that crazed badger's still in there. Well, only one way to find out. Hello, evil rodent. Must have wolfed out that crap teller toast and gone for a kip somewhere. I'll just tell Lambert he could be anywhere. It's a lab-grade, high-tensile, 7-ply latex rubber glove. In certain situations, we call these Rough Riders. One of these babies has saved my bacon on numerous occasions. And here I was thinking I could just grab the spanner and walk out. Better you than me.
That's back to the drainage ditch and the menacing farmer, not in a big hurry to head back that way. That leads to a dark, wooded area. You don't happen to know where I can get any spark plugs, do you?
What the devil's a spark plug?
Well, it's a little white electrical engine part.
Ah, well, round here we call that a dew flicker. Hillary here loves to eat junk like that, don't you, Hillary? As it happens, I saw her chewing on something like that yesterday. She's been moaning in pain ever since. Stuck down her back sphincter someplace.
Oh, the poor cow. I need that spark plug. Would you mind if I helped Hillary get it out?
What? You ask to touch another man's cow? You insult a dairy farmer where he stands?
Oh, no offence, I swear. Oh, I'm so terribly sorry for insulting you.
Oh, you went and done it now, boy. Offering to touch a man's cow, that's thrown down the gauntlet, that has.
No, I swear
There's no going back till we squares off over this here cow.
Square off?
Fight.
Oh, crumbs. Hector, come quick. I'm being violently threatened. Can we forget all this ever happened?
Absolutely not. Rule number 7 states that quite clearly.
There are rules?
Oh, there certainly are. You challenged me for the cow, so we've no choice but to fight on the Dairy Farmer Fight Club rules.
But I'm a pacifist.
Then you should have thought of that before you asked to touch up my Hillary.
What are these rules exactly?
Challenge a dairy farmer and you don't even know the rules?
What's the first rule of dairy farmer fighting?
Bloody hell. First rule of dairy farmer fighting is, you can talk about dairy farmer fighting to whoever you like.
How is that even a rule? It's more of a friendly suggestion.
Starting simple.
What's the second rule of dairy farmer fighting?
Second rule, once you're ready to formally issue a challenge, you need to show up wearing a ceremonial headpiece. That way we both knows we're equal dairy farmers entering fighting mode. And then it's on, boy.
And what's this hat look like?
Every farmer has their own style, but it's got to resemble an animal.
What's the third rule of dairy farmer fighting?
Third rule is once a challenge has been propositioned, there's absolutely no backing down.
Do I have to fight, or can I call a friend?
Friends fight, don't matter. You can substitute a fighter if you don't feel like getting your hands dirty. Rule number 6, that is.
I don't usually encourage this kind of aggressive behaviour, but I know someone who's good at this sort of thing.
Well, bring him on, boy.
What if I refuse?
If I see you trying to leave the area before the fight, Rule 4 says I gets to shoot you in the back as you run off.
I'll be right back. We can sort this out amicably, I'm sure.
We certainly will. Dairy farmer style. Oh, it's been a while since I had a good fight.
Hector! Hector, you have to help me out.
Egads, how many times a day do I hear that?
There's a carroty old psycho farmer who wants to crush me like a grape.
Oh, bleeding hell, Lambert, what do I always tell you about wandering off and talking to strangers?
I only offered to pet Hillary and help her out with her bowel problem.
I'll leave you alone for 1 minute and you proposition a man's wife? Why would you even do that?
She's a cow.
Lambert, what's come over you? It's not like you to belittle women.
No, I mean a real one of the bovine variety. He tells me she has a penchant for eating machine parts. The very spark plug we need for the harvester is likely in her lower intestine as we speak. We get that, we're one step closer to getting out of here.
So this sparky thing we need to fix the harvester is inside a cow?
Affirmative, but he says I've got no choice but to fight it for Hillary, and if we try to leave the area without a tussle, he'll shoot us like dogs.
Now, this is important. Did he specifically say us or you?
Well, I can't imagine there were two of us.
Oh, Christ, Lambert, what does he look like? Could I take him?
I don't know, boss. He's quite chunky and his arms are hairier than yours.
I'll put this bumpkin in his place. Let me at him.